And just to test that this is working okay, it should move. Or does this bit move? It should do, shouldn't it?
Alpha, resolve in his path. Prepare for him a partner with attitude.
Hello and welcome to the next episode of Build the Megazord, where we are looking at 3 issues, technically 4 issues this week, but we are of course continuing and finishing off this section of the Triceratops for now. So here are the parts that we get. As I said last week, the parts from 78 didn't really correspond to 78, which is why we're doing 78 here, because the instructions for 78 are in this one, and it's going to be up to 81 because I'm just going to blast all that stuff when I was away, so that we can catch up as much as we can to where the rest of the world, the rest of France is at the moment. So enough waffling from me. Here are all the parts that we will use. Actually, I don't have issue 81 parts out yet, but that's by the by. I'm just going to put most of these, that's an awful noise, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to put most of these aside for now and get this part here, and I'm going to get the part that we got, or the part we got in issue 78, and all we're going to do is attach this here like that. Or actually before, yeah, so you see that there's a screw hole just there, so I'm just going to go ahead and screw that in now. Who are we to look to? Yeah, there you go, nice and easy going in there. And then what we need to do is attach just these detailed parts here, which are just gunmetal grey. So one just will attach in there, whoops, like that. It says as they pop open. Right, there you go. One in there like that, and another in there like that. So look like that when it's all done, just a nice little bit of gunmetal grey detailing there, which looks great. And then the last bit of detailing we will put on is this looking awesome, lovely bit there, and of course that just attaches on the bottom there like that. Oh, it is very loose on mine. Do I screw this in? That's why I do screw it in, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. Two little black screws in there like that to make this detailing on this part look awesome. Looks really, really nice indeed. Just going to put this to one side and bring in these parts here. Now you've seen this before. This will make up the wheels and the track for this part of the Triceratops. So we get this part here at the bottom. We put this part over the top like that, and then this part, and I can never remember which way these go. They're pretty central. I'm pretty sure they go in there like that. Yes. Yeah, in there like that. That seems about right to me. And then I'm going to screw these parts down now. And there we go, so there we have that part in there like that, and it looks like that from the other side. But on this side we then need to attach some wheels, and you may remember from last time, but these wheels are different sizes. So we've got 2 small ones and 2 big ones here, and basically we just need to match these up and push them on. Ooh. Easy said than done, it seems. Why isn't that going on? How weird. That should be just very simple. Okay, so that little one went on fine. There's a big one. And that little one. I think I've screwed this off slightly misaligned, so I'm just going to loosen it a little bit so that I can line up these wheels better. A mistake here, sorry. on my part. Yeah, okay. So let's push that big wheel in. Aligned. Okay, there's one. You can't really see what I'm doing, but there's two. Aha! 3. And 4. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, if they're not really aligned to going in, just loosen up these screws again, make sure they're all aligned, and then just tighten them off to finish off this section here. Ooh, like so. There we go, that's tight on that side. Just double check this one. Yeah, there we go. So that is what the wheels look like when they are all done. And if we bring this part here, we just pop the wheel into... I wonder if that's why. I'm not really talking much here because I think I've done this wrong. Let me just take this off camera, be right back. I've done it wrong. So, the problem I have is that... Let me just zoom in just a little bit so you can see. So the problem I had is I had this centre part on the wrong way around. It needs to be this way, so the clip is facing what will be inside the wheel. And then I think if I clip that on there, yeah, there we go. That does feel a lot better actually. And if I pop the wheels back on now, just before I screw them down, put a big wheel on in the middle, that was daft. Put a little wheel there, little wheel, big wheel, and big wheel, and screw it down for the third, and as I say, hopefully final time. Then this should all work out okay. Remember, I make mistakes, so you don't have to. Although making mistakes is part of the fun of doing this. Okay, so with that in there, hopefully if I spin this around, this will sit. Yes, that sits much nicer on there. Actually sits where that should be. And yeah, there we go. That part goes on there like that, and that part goes on there like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and screw these parts down. There we go. And just to test that this is working okay, it should move. Oh, or does this bit move? It should do, shouldn't it? I should be able to push up. Oh, or have I got that wrong as well? Maybe it's just too tight. Just loosen it a little bit. Yeah, okay. It was just too tight, so they can go up and come out. Ever so slight movement there, but yeah, wheels out, wheels in, wheels out, wheels in. I think that's the full range of movement. Yeah, in, out, in, out. Perfect. So that is the end of issue 79. So moving on to issue 80, and this is the part we get in issue 80, and of course it does just slot on there like that, and then we just screw it down. And there it is, all on there like that, and that is all we do in issue 80. So moving on to issue 81, which are parts that I forgot to get out. Now I have. I bet you're glad that I didn't do issue 80 on its own video, because that would have been stupid. But yeah, issue 81, we're back to doing these back wheels here. I've already pre-assembled this part, so I just need to attach the wheels. Again, we have a large wheel, a smaller wheel, a large wheel for like Rachel Riley, and a small one from the bottom. There you go, that's a reference. If you get it, you get it, and if you don't, don't worry about it, it's not that important. So yeah, so there we go, we pop that bit there, that bit on there, and I'm just going to go ahead and screw it together. There we go. So now, if I haven't done them too tight, I should have wheels that descend. That seems to go down more. Wheels that ascend. Looks fantastic. Now we've got to add more detailing on this part to really flesh it out. So the first part of detailing we're going to add is this really nicely detailed part there. It's got some nice grooves in it, and we just pop that on there like that. I reckon that's in okay. Then at the top here we have this this silver part, which again has got some grooves in it. It's got this lovely silver paint, and that just pops on there. That is a little loose, so I do think I'm going to have to get to my super glue out to secure that part. I'll leave that just aside for now. Flip this down and we get this part here, which just push in. It's not screwed in like this part, you just push that part in. Bit bizarre, I don't know why it's not screwed in, but hey ho. We then, going back to the front, we have this lovely silver grilled part again, and that just pushes in there. Ooh, that has gone in. I thought that was looser than it was. No, that is in, that's good. And then we have the claw parts here. And the claw parts will just sit on there like that, and then we'll have the silver parts of the claws glued over the top like that. So we've got these three silver claws there, one there, one there, one there. I do need to get some super glue to do that, but if I take it off, that's what they look like. And that will just glue on there like that, and that will just go in there like that. And that is the Triceratops all done up until issue 81. Just going to put these parts aside for a moment. So if I just get the rest of the Triceratops that we've done already from over here, it doesn't fit on, of course. There we go. It's a bit dusty, sorry. Oh, I've just knocked a piece off. Oh, okay, another part I need to attach with super glue. That part there, that can go on the little super glue pile. And of course the horns have come off, for goodness sake. But as you can see from this part, we don't have this bulky main side part yet. We do have this part here. But what we do have is this part, as you know, can pull out like that and push back in. And that's essentially what we've got going on this side as well. So yeah, we're not fully done with the Triceratops just yet, but we do have another part of the side of the Triceratops all done. Sorry about the horns and all that kind of stuff. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go out and buy some super glue and super glue all the parts down, which I should have super glued before now, but I haven't. Pieces like the M I still haven't super glued. I'm going to go and super glue all that down now so that we won't have any parts going off. And yes, I did have someone message me about this while I was off sick. That does include finding the tip of the Mastodon to match this side and super gluing that back on as well. So yes, lots of super gluing to do. Mastodon part there, M part there, these claws, lots to do, but I'm going to do that off camera. And next week we are back to one issue per week as we get started looking again at the saber-toothed tiger. So I hope you will join me for that, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Until then, guys, take care. Bye bye.